How's it going, everybody? Danny Do It All here, and I'm going to be reviewing the Leatherman Wave Plus. Now, I recently purchased this knife to replace the Leatherman rebar that I had for years after I misplaced it. Technically, I just literally set it down and forgot to pick it back up. My original Leatherman rebar. Now, there's a specific reason why I chose the Wave Plus over just another rebar. This was a little bit more expensive. I think I paid $120, $130, something like that for this. But the reason why I chose this over another rebar is because with one hand, I can open up the blades from the outside without actually opening the pliers. That is really useful for me, especially when I'm working on something where my hands are really busy or I'm holding onto something and I literally cannot let go or I'll lose it. And it's just nice to be able to pull the knife out. I can also close the knife with one hand, and that was the serrated blade on that side. I've got a straight blade on this side, and let me tell you guys, these are ridiculously sharp. So I love that, and I've actually put quite a bit of use into this since I bought it about 2 months ago, and it's still looking great. So these actually lock in place with this little retainer clip that you push on right there. So you can see when I push on it, it allows it to spin freely. Snaps into place when I pull it back, which is really nice to know that this is going to be secure and it's not going to flex back into my thumb or something while I'm using it. And I can do it with one hand, which is really, really nice. All right, still on the outside here, there's a couple more features I want to show you guys. Back to the serrated side. On the same side as the serrated knife, we also have a saw. I think that was a really smart organization there to put the two serrated blades, so to speak, on the same side. And I actually haven't used the saw on this one yet, but I know I had one on the rebar, and really these do a great job if you're kind of in a pinch. Same kind of locking mechanism there, and you can just push that back in and shut it. Back to the straight blade side, we've got our straight blade here. On that side, we actually have a file. This is one of the tools on these Leatherman multi-tools that I use the most often. I just always seem to find myself in a situation where either something I've built or something somebody else built just simply did not have enough clearance, and we're talking about a millimeter, a hair of clearance here, and it's nice to just take this file and just file away there. You'll see it actually has a little bit of like white dust on it right now because I recently used this to widen a hole that was pre-drilled on a little fiberglass container box for one of my job sites. So that really helped me out in a pinch. I just needed to fit an Ethernet cable through that hole, and it was just slightly too small and I didn't have a drill with me. So that's the outside of the knife. Let's get into the inside. What good is a multi-tool without a good pair of pliers? So these are great from anything from, you know, turning a stripped screw to crimping something. I mean, I just use them all the time. I really do like them. I've even recently pulled up some carpet on my stairs, and I used these pliers to get underneath the staples that were left over in the wood and just yank them out one by one. Something that's really neat about these, the rebar that I had also had this feature, is the wire cutters here. So you'll see this screw that's positioned right there. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. These are actually removable. So eventually, you know, if you're using wire cutters, they're going to wear out, especially if you're cutting larger gauge wire with them. You can just unscrew that, toss those, get a new pair. I love it. There's actually multiple things on this knife that are essentially consumable and replaceable over time because we know things degrade. The knife itself should not degrade, or the multi-tool itself should not degrade very much. In fact, it tends to get easier to open with time. I love that about Leathermans. They kind of like wear in. It's great. But I'll also show you a couple of my favorite features about this multi-tool. So yes, we definitely have a standard flathead there, but what I wanted to show you here is that, by the way, this closes with this little press toggle there. So this, I love this. It is a removable flathead and Phillips head screwdriver, and it fits right in that little hole right there. And if it wears out, if it bends over time, toss it, get a new one. I love that. I'm constantly taking apart electronics, and this is just really handy to have so that I don't have to go grab my entire electronics tool set just to take off a screw on a remote control. It also works really well for glasses, which is super nice. I wear glasses when I'm not wearing contacts, and sometimes you just have to adjust that nose piece or that earpiece. So again, press that tab right there. You can see that actuate, and it just goes back down into the handle. One more thing on this side. Now this is something that I don't normally look for on a Leatherman, but I know a lot of people like it. This is a pair of scissors. It's great for cutting thread, small things, you know, even like, it's very sharp. It's about as sharp as the knives are. So, you know, if you need to cut some paper or something, that's great. It uses this little piece of metal here for a little bit of spring tension, so it really does feel like a pair of scissors in your hand. Pretty useful. When you put it back, you need to flip it back like that. That's how it will go back into the handle. Press that again and close it down. On the other side here, of course, gotta have your bottle opener. Love that. Very useful as well. And then a second, larger flathead and Phillips removable piece. So if this wears down, strips, or degrades, or you lose it, you can just get another one and put it right in that slot there. And I really find that feature super useful. You know, everybody knows tools wear down and degrade, and it's really nice to know that some of the highly degradable parts of our tools, or the most common parts to degrade, are fully replaceable on this Leatherman. And of course, you can always, you know, close that down. It's locked in place, it's not going anywhere, and just, you know, do whatever it is that you need to do with it. Press that tab, close it down, and that is the Leatherman Wave Plus. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to like and subscribe.